Great. You have cat, right? What
I
is
have two.
what are the names?
So one of them, her name is Cheeto,
Okay.
and and the other one is called Coco. And Scamp. I used to have Coco, now I have Scamp. So I have
So,
two cats.
Cheeto and Coco both are sister or mother daughter?
Brother, sister.
Least people are in the beginning level, right? But they want to work on their accent. They want to learn very fancy word. They want to learn a lot of phrases. But initially days, it's not important, right? So according to you, what kind of mistakes should they avoid?
Mm, so I think that so the first thing is if you're just learning and you have nobody to have a rap, nobody to talk to, and nobody to sort of show your improvement or practice with, then you don't know where you stand and you don't know what mistakes you're making because
Hmm.
you're not practicing it in real time.
Hmm.
That's the first mistake I think people make.
According to you, what kind of grammar role is important, especially for someone who is learning this language, especially for beginners? So, what grammar role is important? What? Mhm.
How are you doing? How has your day been so far?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking me. And my day went so smoothly and productive. Everything went well. What about you? How are you? How has your morning been so far?
It's been good. I try to study for a bit in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, people say that you're most productive in the mornings. I don't think I'm a morning person, but I
Oh,
still try.
okay.
What about you? Are you a night owl or a morning person?
I am morning person and I love my morning. I want to be productive, especially in the morning and not at night. So I think I always try to give best in the morning. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
Why don't you tell me what is a day in your life? Like, tell me your daily routine.
Yeah, of course. But as we have a limited time, right? So I have
Mm-hmm.
some question for you and that I want to ask you. All right?
Yes, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mm. So I am a content creator and I this video is for my YouTube channel for my English learner, right? So I want to ask some question beyond of them so that this video can be helpful for them. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So according to you, what kind of grammar role is important, especially for someone who is learning this language, especially for beginners? So, what grammar role is important? What, according to you, what kind of grammar role is important, especially for someone who is learning this language, especially for beginners? So, what grammar role is important? What do you think?
Um, so for when you're first starting out to speak
Mm-hmm.
English, I think it's important to get like certain phrases correctly, to use your articles and prepositions in the right manner.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it comes with experience. Like the more you talk, the more you converse, the more you pick up. And then it's like when you start to talk to somebody and they have a good grasp on the language, then you sort of take phrases that they have used
Mm-hmm.
and then use it yourself. And I think that's a great thing to pick up when you're just beginning to learn. Like, what are other people saying? How are they? What control do they have over the language? And if you pick up on their vocabulary, if you pick up on their grammar and reflect the same, I think that can be a good skill to have. Beyond that, I would say just uh, like having right phrasing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there a lot of people translate right from their native language to English. That
Mm-hmm.
doesn't always work out. Like,
Exactly.
yes. So, if you get over that hurdle and you start to think in the language itself, uh, I think that's like more than 50% of the job done.
Yeah, of course. Same thing I can relate here. As you say, listening is the good part, right? If somebody wants to
Yeah.
learn this language, so first of all, definitely they should work on grammar. That I personally feel like they should know at least At least they should know the grammar rule, like a present, past, future, so that they can narrate their sentence, they can explain themselves. So these are the
Yes.
things that is very important for like a model verb, subject verb agreement. So these are very common, and everyone should know it, because if they know it, so they can frame their sentence. So this is the one part. Second, as you said, is the listening. So listening really
Yes.
works. So if we listen something to someone, so that time we can grab that word, that your phrases.
Yeah.
So again, it really work. So yeah, I
I
can
also
relate here.
think,
Mm-hmm.
yes, even tenses, to know the right tense to use in a subject, in a sentence as well, whether past, present, future, and then there is past participle.
Mm-hmm.
And so to know when to say what is also very important, especially when
Exactly.
you're starting out, because people make a lot of mistakes when it comes to
Hmm.
tenses. And
E-
once that concept is very solid, once that is solidified, I think it's easier to have a grasp on the language.
Yes, of course. Okay, so according to you, what kind of mistake people should avoid while learning this language? Because I have personally noticed people are in the beginning level, right? But they want to work on their accent. They want to learn very fancy word. They want to learn a lot of phrases. But initially, it's not important, right? So according to you, what kind of mistakes should they avoid?
Mm, so I think that if so the first thing is, if you're just learning and you have nobody to have a rap, nobody to talk to, and nobody to sort of show your improvement or practice with, then you don't know where you stand and you don't know what mistakes you're making because
Hmm.
you're not practicing it in real time.
Hmm.
That's the first mistake I think people make. Secondly, just watching movies or English shows, English movies, listening to English music is, I don't think, is not enough to grasp the language. Like, that's not enough. I would say that it requires just a lot more just experience in person that you should have. And I think that that's another mistake that people make, but it's very subjective. I would say the way that people learn their retention ability and how they can grasp a language, how they can control how they're learning is very subjective. So I would
Hmm.
not say that there are mistakes that people make. It depends on how you learn. Not everybody learns the same way.
Yeah. So have you ever noticed any kind of mistake that people make in initially days, or you were making when you were learning this language? So
Yes,
anything that you have a personal experience?
yes, 100%. When I was learning, I used to get my prepositions and articles wrong. I would use the when it was not
Mm-hmm.
required.
Mm-hmm.
Then I didn't know some things like I would add ed like for words that didn't require it.
Mm-hmm.
That happens a lot. Then things like make, made, have, had, things like that, where it comes through context. Then
Yes.
sentences like I am tying my hair and lose hairs. So your plurals, when do you use them? These are mistakes that are pretty common. Then I think in today's day and age, everybody uses slang, and we don't realize that a lot of it is not correct. And
Yeah.
it's very inherent. We consume so much content, so much media, and we then think that it's like, it sounds normal, it sounds okay, but it's not. It's actually very wrong. And
Mm-hmm.
that shouldn't seep into professional areas and stuff like that. Like, people say cause, it's not cause, it's because, but we just
Yeah.
say it very, very naturally, instinctively, it comes out. These are mistakes that I think a lot of people make, which we should avoid, just because it's just the media that we consume. That's
Mm-hmm.
the problem. But I think everyone uses slang, so
Yeah, especially these Gen Z kids, they use a lot of slang, right? The
yes,
people, I think, who are more into a Netflix and these kind of videos they are watching. So these kind of people
yes.
mostly using it. All right. But sometimes what I feel like, if you are using slang with your friends or in the family, so that time it's okay. For some extent, it's
Yeah.
okay. But professionally, it's not okay, right? You should speak
Yes.
a proper way. But
Yes.
if sometimes people are used to use this kind of slang words, so in a professionally way, sometimes they make a mistake and
Yeah.
sometimes their tongue slipped over there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just accents also. If people are trying to learn from somebody that's not from here, then they tend to use that accent.
Mm-hmm.
And every accent, every dialect is a bit different. So
Exactly.
it doesn't always translate in
Mm-hmm.
the right manner. So I think where you learn from, your source also is very important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have one more question, right? So,
Yes, yes.
okay. So I have seen there are a lot of person who knows English, who knows grammar rule, but they have a problem of being judged, or they are, like they feel like I can't speak. What will other people think about me? So how they can get a confidence to speak anyone?
Yes. So confidence is, I think, key in a lot of areas. So, like, I think, first of all, having good body language, good gestures, good posture, that is half of it. If you have that and you're able to talk, then people, I think, maintaining eye contact, looking at a person, that means even if you make a mistake, even if you're not so sure about your language, even if you're not sure about what you're saying, at least you come across like you are in control of the situation. You are trying what to do what you can do. So that is important. And confidence comes with time. It comes with talking for a long time, trying to learn.
Exactly.
It doesn't happen overnight. If you keep practicing, if you keep talking to people, you will eventually feel confident enough to say that I can hold a good conversation
Mm.
in the language, and I feel like I am ready and prepared now, and I don't everybody gets nervous. That is just a
Mm.
thing. It doesn't matter how many years you've been doing this, how many years you've been speaking. It's that nervousness and anxiety before something important is always there. I think
Mm.
after the first 5 minutes of talking to somebody new, or if it's something important like an interview or something, after the first 5 minutes, when you've introduced yourself and the tone is set, then I think it kind of, like, you can compose yourself and speak. So confidence, genuinely, I would say it just comes with time.
Exactly, and everything depends on a practice, right? The more
Yeah.
way you into a practice, you will learn a lot from there. So everything depends on a practice. I also personally believe this because it doesn't matter how much advice you take from someone, how much video you watch, how much you are into a reading. But once you
Yes.
face the reality, definitely you will feel nervousness, you will feel cold feet. So it's normal, and everyone feel like this. Same thing, even
Yes.
I also feel like this. Okay, so Miss Sakshi, as I can say, you are speaking very well, right? And I really like your accent, the way you are speaking. So can I know a little bit about you?
Yes, so I finished my undergraduate degree in April of this year,
Mm-hmm.
and now I am preparing for my postgraduate studies.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, I like to read, I like to write poetry, I love music, and yeah, those are just some things about me. What
Mm,
about
oh,
you?
okay. So, as you know, my name, and I am a mother, and I'm also creating I'm also creating videos for YouTube. So initially, when I started creating, so just I just wanted to improve my English, but as people started, liking, subscribing my channel, then now it's become a part of my day, and I really enjoyed this journey. And now I have completed 1,000 subscribers, so it's a big milestone for me.
Incredible.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's how I'm enjoying the journey, and now it's become a part of my day. Every day I talk to new people, to contribute my
Yes.
ideas with them, to learn with them. So that's how I indulge myself.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. That's
Mm.
amazing. That's a wonderful thing. I will go check out your journey on YouTube now.
Sure, why not? Okay, so what are you going to do in your post graduation?
So my undergraduate degree was in biology and
Uh,
chemistry, and I hope to do my master's in the same. So
Oh.
I have been passionate about biology and science for a very long time.
Hmm.
And I really hope that I can get into some form of research and
No,
work
brilliant
in
kid.
a lab. That would be my dream.
So it's like a
So
scientist? Do you want to
yes,
become? Hmm.
I would love to do research. I would love to call myself. I would love to say I am a scientist.
Oh my goodness, that's great to know that.
Yes.
Uh, okay, so do you have a kind of involvement like this, like anybody in this field in your family, or you are the one who is creating your
Uh,
own journey?
Yeah, no one in my family is a scientist or anything, but they've all supported me to do whatever that I want. My
Hmm.
sister is in the complete opposite. She took arts
Hmm.
and so both of us are polar opposites in what we want to do.
Okay.
But yeah, we're all the support that I get is very,
Hmm.
very, very heartwarming, and that's all that I need.
Okay, so if I ask you what kind of person you are, then what would you say? I think you are a studious kid, right? As you wanted to become a scientist, you
I
love chemistry and biology, so it's not everyone cup of tea, of course.
True, but I don't think I'm as studious as I should be. It is it's not easy, and I do get lazy. I do like to take breaks,
It's
and
important.
I do like to watch my shows, and I do like to take time off. So I should study more. Even though I have an interest or passion, it doesn't always translate into studying. But I
Exactly.
really do hope that I am able to take forward this passion that I have. If I had to describe myself, I would say I'm very introverted. I like to stay in my room. I like
Mm-hmm.
to just spend time with my two cats and just that's the kind of person I am. And I don't think I would consider myself like a very studious, nerdy person,
Okay.
but I want to be, so maybe one day.
Okay, that's great. You have cat, right? What
I
is
have two.
what are the names?
So one of them, her name is Cheeto,
Okay.
and and the other one is called Coco. And Scamp. I used to have Coco, now I have Scamp. So I have
So
two cats.
Cheeto and Coco both are sister or mother daughter?
Brother, sister.
Okay.
Do you have any pets?
No, I don't have any pet. I like dog. I don't like cat. Even in my family, people don't feel auspicious to keep cat at home. And there are, I think, a lot of Indians family, right? But it's okay if you love it. Yeah, and
Yes, there are many.
I have heard that we should not see in cat eyes. Sometimes cat blow and it something can happen. I have heard like this. I don't know. Uh,
Say that again. What? You're not supposed to
we should not see in cat eyes because cat can blows.
look. We should not
Yeah,
look into a cat's eyes.
yeah, I
Okay.
have heard it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
there are like many superstitions, many myths. Uh,
hmm.
I
So,
love my cats.
does your parents allowed you? Definitely, they
Yes,
allowed. That's why, right?
yes. They,
Hmm.
in fact, love to stick to my mom.
Hmm. Okay, so do you like dog too?
I love animals. I love all
Mm.
animals. I love
Mm.
dogs. I love cats even more.
Okay, but
But
I
yes.
think keeping cat at home sometimes or any pet at home, so sometimes we need a lot of care, right? Just taking a bath and keep them clean,
Yes.
everything. So it's very important. So I think,
Cats are a little more low maintenance than a dog. A dog
mm,
requires a lot of, maintenance, a lot of care, a lot of like effort you need to put in. Cats
mm,
are a little less low maintenance, so
mm,
yes.
yeah, 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 of course. Okay, so now I think it's time to wrap up, right? Thank you so
Yes,
much
it was
for.
so lovely talking to you. You have a
Hmm.
good grasp on the language. It was great. I hope I can talk to you again.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Take care. Have a good rest of your day.
Same. Okay, bye
See you.
bye.